Reaper, and we're back with some Assassin's Creed Valhalla. What time is it currently? I have enough time to do one last video before I have to go to bed for school.
Are you ready to set sail, Eivor?
Yes.
I'm ready. Let us take to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
That chance has passed. Look!
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harald's banner.
Sigurd, what is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga. In England.
Nonsense. Your place is here, son, at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise.
Styrbjorn Jarl. Our men were killed as we patrolled nearby. And the word is, Eivor swung the axe.
If the dead could speak, what would they say of their deaths, wolf-kissed? They would tell you how they offered us insults, and how I slew them for it. As the dead cannot defend themselves, a vergelt is wanted. 50 weight of silver for each life. By law.
50 weight?
You will have it from me. A parent must pay the price of his children's folly.
That was generous, Lord.
Why England? Why throw away all you have for such an uncertain future? Here you could be a king's hero, Eivor. Your name known all across Harald's many kingdoms.
No. I will not be captive to another man's gaudy design. My destiny is my own to weave.
Eivor speaks for both of us, father. You gambled your honor, and you lost your family. I hope the trade was worth it.
Anger and sadness wrestle for my heart, but I am glad you'll leave this place alive.
$8:35. My PS4 read 8:35, so by a minute. We live in the same time zone, so is that 1 minute that bad? Whatever.
The time for tears is over, you weeping sacks of wool! Put some muscle into those pulls!
Ration your strength, dog. We have an ocean to cross.
All right, you lazy backroutes. Sigurd, what's our course?
The sons of Ragnar established a settlement near the coast. We set sail for them. Raggi, sing a song to lift our hoof.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
An ocean lies before us, Eivor. And on its far side, a new kingdom awaits.
You know England well from your travels.
I spent a season in their kingdom of Mercia, a temperate land, lush and wild. By now, the sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Ravenclad and the glory he brought to that fractured land. So to England! Glory and destiny!
To England!
To England! For Valhalla!
Yep, this is where it does it. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I was wondering when he was gonna do it. out of the Animus.
In a lecture at the University of Cambridge, Dr. Circa told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them. Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000. This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away. Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening, and if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve forever. Dr. Circa went on to say,
Bought you more electrolytes? Oh, new and improved citrus flavor.
Thanks, Sean.
Oh. Layla. Okay. I know who these characters are. I don't know if you do, but they're from, it's not Origins.
How do we fix this?
No.
How are you the key to everything?
No, they're... How about you let me they're further in the game as well! They're from the second game, third game, fourth game, sixth... Well, I'm gonna strangle the shit out of you. How about you let me speak, since I have played and memorized more of the lore than you have. Motherfucker. They are the most latest game they have been in was when you were playing in not Odyssey, but in the one where you're in England. The person you're playing in is that one. Thank you. Syndicate. If you remember in Syndicate, they're going undercover as spies, but they get caught. And I remember later in the game it says they have to go in hiding, but they'll continue doing investigations into different ways to help out the Brotherhood. Layla was the muscle, while the dude was the tech expert. He was the one who did all these scientific drones, and all this other kind of cool stuff. Yes, I'm okay. What do you assume every bang is bad? That's really getting old very fast. Every single time my mom hears something, she has to go and investigate what happened. Even when someone like threw a ball for a dog to go fetch, she has to investigate. Anyways, these people in Syndicate were believed to be dead.
Play around, but I have bigger things on my mind.
So this explains a lot of where they went. These two people are in the middle of jackass nowhere, far from technology. That is fascinating.
I'm not going anywhere. Not yet.
So that means that dude found her some point after Odyssey. I haven't completed Odyssey yet, so I don't know why she's here. But that guy, the tech dude, was believed to be dead from Syndicate.
Some quality stuff here.
So he didn't die?
Mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
There's Rebecca.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How was the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Fuck.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
They look so old from that game. What the shit? It looks
Another
like
satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
Because Syndicate took place in rural time. Took place, like, for this game. God, I think it was like 10 years ago. Timeline-wise, for shit that's not happening in the Animus.
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it.
That makes me curious. Wait! Carl, I just had an idea. What if she uses the staff to resurrect your character?
Let's have a look.
She could do it, technically speaking. What cryptid's ass message? Okay, so yeah. Sad, it's almost 10. Okay. Okay. Pictures. Interesting. Corrupted. Okay.
That's quite nice.
I'm confused. Because these two were seen being captured in Syndicate.
Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that.
So how did they escape?
You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember,
No.
tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge.
No, the very last scene with these two people in it is them getting
Sean,
captured.
don't forget to water the plants while I'm under, okay?
I'll add it to the calendar and tattoo it on my leg.
Sean has been busy.
Desmond Miles, interesting. So where are those files located in the laptop? Media?
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences. So, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total brat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway. So, turn off. Turn off. Oh, it's actually just a button. Sorry, here we go.
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off.
Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right?
It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. The stagnation sets in, you know? The fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, and Bex, and Lucy, that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but I'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
Fascinating.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig?
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing. Like a figure in the corner of my eye. Or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up, couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, Is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh. We'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me. Teases me. Drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy... God damn it. Nothing is worth the damage I did. The pain I caused.
I know. But you're special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day. We might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
Huh. That's fascinating. Huh.
Hello, Layla.
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America. Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer. Yes.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals, a passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team, maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years, then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I know. It's not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks, yeah? Just until we figure this out.
You're right. I know you're right.
I was kind of happy they brought back these old voice actors.
You mind if I put some music on? Go for it. Cool.
I don't know if that'll give me copyright or not. No, the music that is turned on. I hope not.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The 2 data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like 2 minds, fighting over 1 brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am. Be nice to sleep in a real bed when this is over.
Here we go, I guess.
All right, time to go. Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead. Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript. If you're looking for something, I can
No,
go and...
I want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... that message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams, I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Unsettling, that is.
That pulse in the message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
You know that's something that kind of sucks about all this? It kind of destroys a little bit of everything we knew about the world outside the Animus. Because these 2 people were believed to be dead because they were kidnapped by the end of the game and never... or they escaped, or I don't remember, I just know something bad happened to them. And there was no explanation of what happened to them afterwards. Never even picked up on what happened to them. And now... it's so fucking complicated. Considering I know more about the Assassin's Creed lore than you do? Yes! Because it uplifts literally crap tons of the lore. Like... when did they record those audios? Because when I played the Assassin's Creed games, they never showed signs of recording anything. And in the games, he never showed any signs of him being angry about the ways of the Assassin Brotherhood. But in that audio log, it shows that he was mad about how they were doing things. And it shows... I don't know, it just destroys everything about what we knew about Desmond Miles in those 2 audio files. Yeah, I know he died, but those audio files were before he died. But it's like, it destroys everything of how we knew he thought about the Assassin Brotherhood. I know, but he never complained about it in the games. But in those audio logs, it shows that he hated growing up in it. Like, he hated that he was born into it. He wished he got to choose it. And he never once complained about it in the games. And that destroys how he made it seem like he... It destroys a lot of the lore. It just upturns everything, basically. Of
There she is. England, our new home.
Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make
he only,
this land
well,
our
technically
own
it's
soon
only
enough.
half.
I'm glad to see any land at all. We'll be
But,
happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory. The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified. There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set. We must be wary. Randi, dig in your oars, all standing.
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. But let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
I don't know.
Understood.
It just kind of bugs me
You
that
all
they
on your way.
destroyed a lot of what we know.
Sail on.
Yes, I'm ready for whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have
now
to throw
it-
at us.
Kind of changes everything that I knew about
Sigurd,
the lore.
the sons of Ragnar know that we're coming.
They do not, but they will not scoff at our visit. Of the 4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we
What's your
mean
power
to join
level,
their army?
Carl?
No, no. We will speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look
What
ahead
is it?
there. Is that what passes for a town? Plain brick in a single rune to their
No.
timid god?
That rune is called a root, Doug. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
We carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them, like our sacrifices to Odin, the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
Whatever strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
The hammer! Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off.
Funny thing, I love how they say like a bolt of lightning will take that cross clean off. But that's actually the whole point of having one cross.
Ritual drowning.
Baptism, Doug. Are the ways of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Old churches had one cross made out of iron.
Someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that
The
place.
point of that was to act
We
somewhat
can
of
storm
a
this fort
lightning
with ease.
rod,
Second,
essentially.
without breaking a sweat.
Because
Much in the way of
really
treasure there?
smart architects realized that if
Always.
lightning struck the
They
church,
shape
it would
precious
burn.
metals and cut
So they
jewels for
decided
their gods.
to have
There
one
will be a
iron
fortune
cross
there.
absorb
Later,
the
Doug. There will be time enough for
light,
raiding once
the
we
lightning
have
strike.
settled.
So I can't wait to do this. I've wanted to freaking
Come
do
to
this
stop
for
the
so
raiding.
long.
Pull up over there. The way forward is blocked by a
Siege
chain spanning
England.
the river. We must remove it before passing on.
A chain? Can we cut through it?
It's too thick for access. But there must be a way to release it, somewhere in that camp.
I will go.
And I will be right behind you.
No, Dad. You stay here. Should trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship.
A good idea. Send out the arrow and keep your sharpest axe at hand, huh?
Something like that.
With a spear in one hand and a Dane axe in the other, I'll cleave through them all.
They will attack on sight here.
Take down the archer. I'm either ahead of you or close to the head of you. Okay, yeah. Close. No, I'm at 29. Well, you say you're not really close to me. All considering, since I am now only getting to the area, I'm pretty close to you.
The Lord will see us prevail! I'll kill you!
So that's interesting. So your character automatically wants to, with the spear, your character, when you hit L1, he wants to parry and then stab. That's actually really interesting information, because that lets me do parry, spear, stab, axe swing.
This chain is huge and poorly anchored, it appears. I might be able to shoot it.
That's really OP. Ammo's full. Trains blockade. A river chain blockade. Okay. Titanium, heck yeah. Oh, it's a chest. Ooh, this is where the supplies comes in, because I remember this game saying, I remember some people saying there was a new item in the game called supplies. I know. To upgrade your own village, I think that's for.
Path is clear.
James away! Hey boy, back to the boat! We should be close now, barring any more surprises.
Let's do this. I can't wait to go on my actual first proper raid. The raids from before are nothing. No, but those aren't full-on proper raids. No, because normally Viking, when we went on raids, they attacked England. Like tons upon tons of Viking raids were against England.
Gods, I'm ravenous.
That's why England went on a crusade to kill off all Vikings to stop the raids from happening. Also because they hated their religion.
Lacking food in England.
And that's why the Templars kind of existed, to kill off anyone who opposed them in their religion.
I can see it now. A suckling pig, tender and juicy.
The Knights Templars.
And ale as gold as the treasures that we failed to steal back there.
A man of simple pleasures, aren't you, Dag?
And here for it. For my part,
no, there's a Templar order, but then there's a Knights Templar, which is the warriors of the Templar order. Not every Templar was a fighter.
The great Romans and their empire. Giants of a forgotten age. They held dominion here long ago, and their ruins dot the landscape. Every brick and stone tells a story of conquest and glory. And now, they are rubble and ash.
Ready to aid. We will rebuild their empire, brick by brick, and ours will not crumble to dust.
All things end, dog. The ruins are not a warning. They're a testament. Look there, just ahead, where the sons of Ragnar make their camp.
At last, to find our feet on steady ground.
Sigurd, hold back. Something isn't right.
Good eye. There's too little movement for an army. Only tents and a few men.
Not the army we hope to find.
No. Let us get a closer look.
Those are not Norsemen. They're too ragged and soiled.
We should proceed on foot, lest they spot the boats.
Dag and I will go together.
We all go. If they are friends, I wish to meet them as a yard. And if they are foes, and we fight them all together.
Drag music.
Who are these men?
They speak with twisted accents. English, no doubt.
Doug, Eivor, on me.
With twisted accents.
Oi, what's this? A mess of filthy Danes befouling our riverways? You there. Give us your name.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg. And you are...
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, Hagen. Spare yourselves a slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to wet my axe. So spare the chatter, buckerouts, and draw your weapon.
Let's finish them!
Beat the crows.
Bastards!
You'll have what you wish for, Dad.
Feels like home already. Who are these people?
Let's not waste time.
So it goes axe swing, spear stab. Opposite of what I thought I would do.
Coming here.
Have a look around, all of you. I want no more surprises.
Right. I'll check the longhouse.
I think this is clear. What do you say, darling?
Wait. Who are you? Are you with those brigands as well?
Sigurd, Dag, in here. Those men had prisoners.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
Quite bold in those bindings. I like your spirit.
We are very agreeable people, I promise. You need not kill us.
Peace, friend. We have no need or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli. I'm a merchant, not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Rowan, that's right. I'm a stable hand, that's all. I keep horses and, well, I did, till those brigands sold them off.
They meant to sell us next, as slaves to the nearest bidder. But I ripped their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
Unbind them. You know the sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
Every town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again. Somewhere.
What are you thinking?
That we could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade and someone to tend our mounts would be a boon.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine. Right, Dag?
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
Janli, Rowan, I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag. Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Then let it be done. The Raven clan welcomes you. From strangers into friends, into family. The others have arrived. Come.
I have a good feeling about this place.
Honored family, friends, welcome to your new home. Fine work. A longhouse to rival any I've seen. Now come. Randvi has found something I would like you to see.
Eivor, Sigurd, I give you England and its 4 kingdoms. Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex. From the few plans and maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here. My scouts will soon tell me if I am correct.
And where are we?
Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call this place?
I might have an idea.
Ravensthorpe, the village of ravens.
I like it. The poet in you sings once again. One day this name will be known throughout all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must build, expand.
Agreed. We should begin with a forge. Can you help Gunnar get working again?
We'll need cargo, supplies.
For that our neighbors will provide, whether they wish to or not.
Scarcely arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master this land merely by asking.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
Good work.
Nice. Because it's supposed to be anime. Deal with it. Ha! That's amazing. Not gonna lie, I might actually beat the complete the red tree first. There's only one that's red. And so there's multiple red skill trees. No, there's yellow, which is stealth, blue that's ranged, and one that's red. Yeah, I know, I'm already in the fourth one. There's multiple, but there's multiple branches for the fourth. I'm only in the far left side. God, okay. I've expanded into another area. Light damage, okay. There we go.
Not a bad place, Eivor. Not at all.
You know something I'm noticing? It's actually starting to slowly, very slowly, create the rune of battle. I think it's like the rune of war in Norse mythology. It's slowly starting to make it.
Sigurd wants your forge up and running as soon as possible. For that, we need supplies and riches.
Ah, you mean to go a Viking then? Good, good. How I miss those days. Ransacking and pillaging. Blade singing and shield splintering.
I would ask you to join us, but you are the only blacksmith we have. We cannot afford your loss.
Oh, it's no bother. Better I forge axes than swing them. My place is here, not pulling on the oar of a river horse. Though you do remind me, I found a map among the bandits' rubbish, marked up with the locations of Saxon monk huts.
Yes. Bandits know as well as we do. Monasteries are full of riches and loot.
Take the map with you, and put it to better use than they did.
We lack the needed supplies to build Gunner's Forge. I should gather the crew and go raiding.
Okay.
Finnum dyrgripar.
Okay. Oh.
Bend your ears and listen all.
What? Ireland?
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking.
I mean,
Today we raid,
you know Finland is a part of Norway, right? It's just another part. Yeah. Finland is a part of Norway.
The Saxons know we are here, Doc.
Finland is in Norway. It's just Finland is a very specific part of Norway.
Nothing more than priests and prayers, I'd wager.
Vinland?
We must row in these waters.
Never even heard of the place.
We need to row our way out.
We can use the sail here, Eivor.
Don't know.
Sail!
But everyone, something I will be doing is I will be doing a little bit of the main story off the stream. So basically what I'm just gonna doing is just do this raid, complete the raid, and that's pretty much it. So, other than that, I'm not gonna
run up
do
the sail.
But if you guys like this video, want to make sure for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.